All right, let's jump right in and talk about something pretty amazing. How to take our absolute toughest moments and turn what feels like worthless mud into, well, pure gold. Today, we're really going to get into the art of having a resilient perspective. And we're going to start with a feeling I'm pretty sure we've all had. One that can feel like running smack into a brick wall. Rejection. But what if? What if it's not a wall at all? Seriously, take a second and think about this. Have you ever been told you just weren't enough? Maybe it was a job you poured your heart into getting, or maybe someone you really cared about just walked away. You know that feeling, right? It's like this heavy weight just sitting on your chest. But here is the big idea, the mindset shift we're going to explore. That feeling of rejection, it's not the end of the line. It is not some final verdict on your worth. Think of it more like a hidden door, one that might just lead you to your greatest, most unexpected strengths. Now, to really understand this, I want to tell you a story. It's about a young potter named Ethan, and his journey is going to be our roadmap for today. So, picture this. Ethan lives in a village that's famous for its incredible pottery. And his one big dream, his only dream, is to learn from the great master, a guy so legendary his work was in the king's palace. So one day, Ethan musters all his courage and brings his absolute best piece to the master. The master barely even glances at it. He just points to one tiny little crack and delivers these absolutely crushing words. I mean, can you imagine hearing that from your hero? You have no talent. Oof. Ethan felt totally and completely worthless. Everything he'd worked for, his whole dream, was just shattered in a single sentence. So he walked down to the riverbank, absolutely convinced that it was time to just give up on his passion for good. But as he's sitting there, right at his lowest point, the exact moment he's ready to quit, everything changes. He notices these beautiful wildflowers growing in the thickest, ugliest mud you can imagine, and it hits him. The master only cared about perfect clay. But this rejected mud, this was something else entirely. So he makes a choice. He doesn't go back to that fancy, expensive clay. Instead, he starts gathering up the worthless mud that every other potter just ignored. He gets to work with this intense, disciplined focus. He's not waiting for motivation to strike, he just trusts the process day in and day out. And when he finally fired his new vases in the kiln, wow, the result was pure magic. The weird minerals in that ugly river mud reacted to the intense heat, turning the pottery this deep, shimmering gold that nobody had ever seen before. The very material that was rejected, it became his secret weapon. So what can we take away from Ethan's incredible journey? Let's break down the lessons from his story, the stuff that we can actually apply to our own lives. Okay, there are 3 really crucial points here. First, rejection is just redirection. That no from the master, it wasn't a dead end. It actually pushed Ethan onto the unique path that led to his biggest success. Second, you define your own value. It doesn't come from somebody else's opinion of you. And finally, struggle is what refines us. Just like the heat of the kiln turned that mud into gold, our hardships are what bring out our true strength. All right, now let's get you equipped with a few powerful words from this story. Let's build your own resilience toolkit, because understanding these concepts can really help lock this new mindset in place. First up is asset. You can think of an asset as something valuable you have, like a secret weapon. For Ethan, that rejected mud, the stuff full of grit and minerals, it became his single greatest asset. It was the source of what made him unique. Next up, resilience. And this one is so important. It's that incredible ability to bounce back when you get knocked down. Ethan showed amazing resilience, not by avoiding the pain, but by getting back up, going back to work, and trying again, just in a totally new way. And our last word is perspective. Honestly, this is the key that unlocks the whole thing. It's simply the way you choose to see a situation. The moment Ethan changed his perspective, he stopped seeing ugly mud, and he started seeing hidden gold. So let's bring all this together. The journey from mud to gold, it isn't really about changing your circumstances. It's all about changing how you see them. I really want to leave you with this powerful thought from our story. The next time you face a huge challenge, remember this. The fire you feel like you're going through, it isn't there to destroy you. It's there to reveal the gold that's already inside of you. And that brings us to the final crucial question for you. What's the rejected mud in your life right now? What challenge, what failure, what setback could actually be your hidden door to an incredible new strength? Really think about it. Your greatest asset might just be hiding in plain sight.